Hi guys, I'm coming to you guys with a Sweetie Pie's update. Sweetie Pie's assistant Danielle Champion has spoken out. As you guys know, Danielle Champion was on the show Sweetie Pies and she was Tim's assistant. I recently discovered her YouTube page and she has recently done two videos about being on the show and being Tim's assistant. Danielle states that she is close to Charles, Bruce, and other people in the family. She states to keep the family in your prayers, and she cannot say what is true when it comes to Tim's murder for hire plot. But she can speak on her experience with being a part of Sweetie Pies. Danielle explained that she had auditioned to be a part of the show. She also debunked the rumor that her and Tim was ever intimate. Excuse me. And actually, that is about the only thing that she said that she could say about Tim. It was that he never made a pass at her. He was always professional. Professional. She also states in her video that her job was just that, an assistant, but she did other things as well to help out, like running the cash register and taking pictures. Danielle also mentioned that she did become miserable at one time because Tim was manipulating and controlling a lot of things when it came down to the show, and she did not like how she was being portrayed, and like she was just being a mean person. But you guys didn't see what happened before she got on camera, so she didn't like the way that she was being perceived. She spoke on Jennifer. She stated Jennifer was a sweet person, and she stated as well, you know she did a lot of things for Jennifer, and even though Tim may have not paid her, she still did it. And as well, she stated that they didn't really get paid a lot of money. She said it was just basically pennies, and she said she eventually she got to the point where she was just fed up, and she just felt like she just well basically she was saying that she felt like she couldn't do anything better. And but after some time, as she goes along in her story, she does say that when they decided to go to Texas, she did not go with them. Danielle is acting now, and she states that she is not doing. She states that she is acting now, and basically she's on YouTube and doing other things as well. So I think she's still in California. So shout out to Danielle for doing great things in her life. Um, she states that she is not doing this to hurt anyone. She's just only speaking her truth because people have been asking a lot of questions. In it now, if you want to check out her channel, I will be putting her channel and that video in the description box below. As well, guys, I want to as well bring you some more news. Um, uh, Kanye West has made the ballot here in Mississippi. Kanye West will appear as a presidential candidate on Mississippi's ballot in November after being approved as a qualified candidate by the State Board of Election Commissioners. It says here in this article, Kanye West will appear as the presidential candidate on Mississippi ballot in November after being approved as a qualified candidate. The rapper has already qualified to appear on the ballot as an independent candidate in several states, including Arkansas, Idaho, Iowa, Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Utah. It says here to qualify in Mississippi, he was required to pay $2,500 fee to the Secretary of State office and get at least 1,000 signatures from Mississippi voters. Says he was once backed by President Trump. Announced he was a Sorry, he was backed by President Trump, and last month that he had broken with Trump and would launch his own presidential bid. So he was basically backed by Trump until he did his decided to run for president, whatever. So he filed his paperwork on July the 15th. So Kanye West has been approved on another ballot. He's still not getting my vote. I just don't feel that he he not gonna get my vote. Sorry guys. On to better news. Mayweather, boxing prodigy, was shot dead yesterday on Labor Day, and the cops are investigating. Boxing prodigy Danny Gonzalez, who signed with Floyd Mayweather's The Money Team in 2016, was shot and killed on Labor Day. The 22-year-old was hanging out in Moreno Valley, California on September the 7th around 9 p.m. when someone approached the fighter and opened fire. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department says deputies and paramedics responded to the scene where Gonzalez was pronounced dead. Two other people who were with Danny, both were teenagers, were transported to a nearby hospital where they were treated for non-life threatening injuries, and an investigation is underway. So far, no suspects have been identified, and cops say they have not determined a motive. So let's send our deepest condolences to the Gonzalez family, because I know this is very sad that just someone just come up and just open fire on someone and they're dead. You wasn't he left home and wasn't bothering anybody and was left dead. Um so let's just keep his family in your prayers, and know that Gonzalez was signed with Mayweather since he was the age of 18. Um, he had an incredible record of 96 and 13. He won 96 and lost 13. And they called him a force to be reckoned with. That's what Floyd praised Danny about. Said it took 3 professional fights before taking any time away from the sport in 2017. So he took 3 professional fights. But earlier this year, he posted on social media suggesting a comeback could be in the works. So now this won't even happen. So y'all keep his family in your prayers. This is so sad. This is so sad. Dr. Dre Wife, guys, is holding nothing back, honey. She is wanting to make him sit for a in-person deposition. It says here, Dr. Dre's estranged wife is pulling no punches when it comes to their divorce case, calling him a spoiled brat who needs to stop acting like he's above the law. It says here Nicole Young filed new legal documents in their divorce and is asking the court to make the mogul sit for a deposition. She wants her lawyers to grill Dre for 8 hours about the validity, validity of their prenup, and another 13 hours to dig into their financial issues. Um, and as well, it says Nicole says Dre already skipped a couple of previously scheduled depositions. She claims the explanation is simple. His entire career and public persona are based on defiance of authority, violence, and refusal to comply with the law. Nicole claims Dre thinks the rules don't apply to him, and because he is worth $1 billion, he feels as though he doesn't, he's above the law. So she's saying that she has grown accustomed to doing whatever he like. He has grown accustomed to doing whatever he likes whenever he chooses to. It says here as well that Nicole also claims Dre's credibility is a crucial part of the case, and because they're beefing over the validity of the prenup, it's incredibly important to have him sit for an in-person deposition instead of holding one over Zoom. Nicole says that, Dre is not particularly at risk for COVID-19, and she insists he is more than capable of doing it in person with appropriate safeguards in place. She also wants the court to fine him $50,000 for not playing by the rules in their divorce. So as you guys know, that she wants $2 million a month in spousal support to cover her expenses, and she filed the divorce back in June. We'll see how this plays out, guys. I'm still reporting on it, still stuff coming out about it. So we'll see how this plays out. But I know she ain't gonna get no $2 million. Okay, guys, Tamar Braxton is back in the news, honey. Her boyfriend has filed a restraining order and it's indicating domestic violence. It says here Tamar Braxton's boyfriend is running to court asking for protection against her in what he describes as a domestic violence situation. The singer's boyfriend, David Adefso, filed for a restraining order Tuesday in Los Angeles seeking to prevent domestic violence, and he's asking the judge to grant him one against Tamar for an unclear for what it is right now. It's unclear, but he's alleging she may have done something, but it don't look like the court will approve his request just yet. uh but have more information. We'll get more information as things go along. So, you know with her being like she just tried to commit suicide, so you know, this is another sign that things have been very volatile lately in her life, and especially when it pertains to her boyfriend David. He's the one that actually called 911 too long ago, saying Tamar was threatening to kill herself. He also mentioned her beef with WeTV to cops at the time as well. So keep in mind that her family believes she is changing since she has gotten with him. It said that her moods are changing. And they as well stating that on the show that, David is controlling. And he's trying to be very involved in her business. So that could be another reason why things are going on. But Tamar is going through a lot, guys. Y'all already know that uh she basically almost committed suicide, and now he putting a restraining order in on her and stuff like that. Y'all just continue to keep the Braxton family in your prayers. Like they always going through something. And then, guys, Iman Tiana Taylor, guys, has had her baby again in the bathroom. That's the gag of the day. For the second time in 5 years, Tiana Taylor has given birth in her home bathroom, and once again, everyone is healthy. Says that her husband, Iman Shumpert, broke the news saying that baby Rue Rose was born on September the 6th at 3:28 a.m. They just had a baby shower, but you never know. They had a baby shower maybe Saturday, and she didn't have this baby. Wow. It says here that now when we buy homes, we already find a bathroom with great energy, but not in a million years will we be able to tell me, you will be able to tell me we deliver both our daughters in a bathroom without the assistance of a hospital. He also states that our newest addition entered the world in the water and came out looking around and ready to explore. A healthy child, a little sister, another daughter. Black loves wins again. Welcome, baby girl. We love you. So congratulations to Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor. She has had another baby girl. Her name is Rue Rose. As well, guys, you know that I reported what Friday Friday night that the YouTube star Lloyd Cafe Cadena, he's a Philippine star of YouTube, has passed away. It has came out in the news, guys. His family has finally released uh the reason why he's died, and this is the little update. It says here that Lloyd was confined in the hospital on September 1st due to high fever and dry cough. He was tested for COVID-19 on the same day, with the results coming out positive on September the 3rd. As soon as the results of his swab test came out, our family, including B&T, immediately isolated themselves. His vitals were okay. He had no complaints. On September the 4th at 5 a.m., he was seen by the staff unresponsive, responsive, and pale looking. As informed by the doctor, he suffered a heart attack while asleep. He was cremated on yesterday, and his remains is going to be in their home in Kuwait in the meantime. And they is his family as well said all expressions of sympathy, including flowers, cards, are welcome, and you may send them to Immaculate Conception Chapel. So, guys, keep his family in your prayers, guys. Unfortunately, he passed away because he had COVID-19. And then during the stress on his heart, like that, with dealing with COVID-19, he had a heart attack and passed away. So, guys, keep the Cadena family in your prayers. So, guys, that's all that I do have. It wasn't much, but I do thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll know each time that I come out with another video. And as well, guys, I'll, sorry. Always remember, guys, that um, don't let anything or anyone steal your joy. If they didn't give it to you, they didn't. They can't take it away. So, I am as well, guys. And if you want to purchase the new book that I am reading, it's called Sweet Gum. Make sure you guys purchase the book. I will be doing a book review on it. So, thank you guys for coming.